Hey, everybody, welcome to uh, this incredible Ask Me Anything session. I have the team here from the game MetaGear. And this is going to be really exciting because, first off, I've already bought a bunch of tokens in anticipation. Their gear token launch was very successful. It had a public listing at 2.7 cents. It's been anywhere from 8 to 11 cents up and down. The game's not even out yet, which we're definitely going to talk about. We'll talk about when the game's coming out, how things are rolling out. Right now on the roadmap, it looks like it's March of this year, so we're what 2.5 months, I guess, away, a little over 2 months away. But I have some incredible people here from the MetaGear team. We have Irene Doe, who is behind the brand, and she does a lot with the. She's been the one who's interfaced with me and all of the other knowledge leaders, and I guess you can call influencers to help promote the game. And I assume that she takes on kind of a marketing and branding role. We also have Hoang, who is the CPO, which I don't even know what a CPO was before this. So I want to learn more about what you guys do. Why don't we start there? So give us a little intro about yourselves. Irene, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Hello everyone. My name is Irene. As you may have known, I'm the brand director of MetaGear, and we are so honored to be here today to share with you about our project. And we hope that after this AMA, you will keep showing us love and your support if you're interested in it, or if you have yet to know about us, please do um, log into our social media channel and get to know more about us.
Yeah, and also I'm just going to update here the post. Inside the description of the YouTube stream, you will see a form where you'll be able to ask your questions live to us. I do have them open. Oh, we have Little Viga from Vietnam. Welcome, welcome. We have Sharizel Abraham, Metagear to the moon, he says, a couple of rockets. I agree. I happen to agree. We should definitely send this up to the moon. And when you guys come in, why don't you come in and let us know where you're from all around the world. I'm excited to see where you guys are tuning in from. We're going to get this kicked off here. Irene, they said that your volume's a little low, so I'm going to go ahead and try turning your volume up a little bit on my end. Nothing you need to worry about. Say
Okay.
something again, Irene. You want to say something?
Can you guys hear me now?
How's that? Is that better, y'all? Is that better? Talk to me in the chat. Is that better? They're saying the sound's low. Good thing we found out now, right? Let's see.
Okay.
Huang, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Uh,
Uh, yeah, my name is Juan. I'm the CPO project. Actually, I'm responsible for the product side and all the game design, all the game economy system, and I'm responsible for all the games.
Great. Well, I see our people from the Philippines are chiming in. What's up, everybody? We got people from Malaysia. We've got wow, holy smokes. We got people from Texas over here. It is late in Texas, so I appreciate you guys being on. I know it's like 9 o'clock at night. I'm over here in good old sunny California, so I got the rest of the day. It's nice and early here for me, so I appreciate you guys from the MetaGear team popping on here and doing some great things with us. And if you haven't noticed already, we have right here, we have a demo of the game. And by the way, I wasn't able to hide the link, so you guys are free to try it out yourselves. I mean, it is what it is. Little leak here that you guys can try out. But we're gonna talk a little bit about the game. Before we go in, you know what? Why don't we start out with actually some gameplay, having a little fun, and then we can let the questions come in about the game, and then we'll go to it. So I'm just gonna pretend like I completely have never played this before, but I have, thanks to you guys. I'm just gonna go in here completely brand new. We're gonna delete this. We're gonna delete this MetaGear bot, and we're gonna create our own, and we're gonna walk you guys through what it looks like and what MetaGear actually is. So first and foremost, I get kind of a BattleBots vibe. You guys remember that show, BattleBots? I used to love that show. BattleBots was like all these guys would engineer these cool robots that had like saws and axes and like crazy things, and they'd be in this arena that had like, you know, things that slam down and pop down and like circular saws, and you had to try to beat your opponent. Sometimes you flipped them over, sometimes you crushed them, sometimes you spun around and whacked them. And this game has a lot of that fun physics to it. And I love the idea that this is an NFT game where you can actually create your own vehicle. And it's not just like, here, buy this one thing. You know, like that's a really fun feature I think you guys added in. So, what I'm going to do now for you guys on the MetaGear side, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen on Zoom. It's going to make us smaller. But I want to share the screen so that you guys can actually see what's going on here. Boom! There it is. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yeah,
All
very
right.
clear.
All right, we're going to do this, y'all. We're going to do this. So this is my little MetaGear bot here on the test account. We're going to just get rid of this thing. So we're actually going to...
Actually, sorry for interrupt. We actually called a fully assembled machine a gear. Yeah.
A gear.
Yes.
Hey, see, we're learning here. So this is a gear. All right. So
Yeah.
a fully assembled machine is a gear. All right.
Yeah.
In the metaverse, which is obviously why it's called the MetaGear. There it is.
Yeah.
All right. So we got the gear here. So right here we have 12 pages of different body styles that you can choose from that all have their own unique abilities. And for me, what I found in the little demo is that you don't want something that's a little top heavy that gets flipped over, because then you're in trouble. Now, of course, you can build it in such a way that like it doesn't matter. Like maybe you have something that unflips yourself, and we can go about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and just randomly select one like how about this one? This one looks kind of cool. So we're just gonna go ahead and drag this chassis right inside here. So now we have a bare chassis. So Irene, correct me if I'm wrong, but there are 4 little spots here that you can attach certain things. And on the bottom are wheels, and then you have a weapon, and then you have a gadget, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about wheels. Let's talk about wheels. First, I'm going to hit save. Let's talk about wheels. So do different wheels have different abilities? That was one of the things that I was kind of struggling with still, because I know it's still, you know, flamingo wheel and the crown wheel. You know, like what's the differences between the wheels?
Yeah, the flamingo and the ground is the set of the wheel. So if you have a rare or mythical chassis, the body is will have the substat to increase the set statistic. So, for example, I have a body which is rare, and I have the substat is plus 20% of the hurt wheel. So every wheel you equip that is hurt will be increased 20% of HP in it.
Aha, I see. So some wheels, like this wheel, only has 200 hearts, but this one over here has like, which one did I see earlier? It had 250. So it increases the stats of the overall gear by 50 HP if I select this crown wheel, right? Compared to the other one.
If you have a body of that rarity, I mean, the substat is for the body. Is in my example. So every you have here is only common, and the common don't have the substat yet. But if you have the rare or the mythical or the legendary, it will have the substat, and the substat will increase the set part.
Aha. Well, we have
And
so I noticed that some wheels look to be like they're bigger than others, right? So we've got, for example, look how big this one is. These heart wheels. These are gigantic, right? And we also have to think about the balance, right? Because I noticed that like sometimes if your vehicle's too high, there's some of these gadgets and things that can like flip you over, and then you're like toast. You're just like laying upside down. And you can also, I also noticed that if I use a big wheel and a small wheel, the thing gets all off balance. Let's try the tsunami wheel. Let's put this over here. There we go. So now we have a smaller tsunami wheel. So when this thing lands, it's going to be like this, right? It's going to be like all upside down and stuff. But I'll show you guys what I mean because we'll actually battle once we. How about this? Our first build, Hoang. It's going to be a troll build. We're just going to build the most ridiculous gear that we've ever thought of, and it makes zero sense, and then see how it does. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. So we have these giant wheels in the front. We got these tinier tsunami wheels in the back. Now we're gonna save this bad boy and move on to weapons. Now, I think this is a good idea. I think what we should do now is I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the chat because I saw the chat going off here. I'm gonna use the chat now. So for those of you that are chiming in, first off, welcome. I'm gonna move the chat so that you guys can see it. Can you guys from MetaGear? Can you guys see the chat right now? You guys see?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'm gonna go through here and we're gonna have a vote in the chat live. What the heck we're gonna put on here? All right. So we're gonna do first. Let's do a vote on the weapon. Let's talk about do we want to have a chainsaw? I'm just gonna pick these top three right here. Let's just pick one of these top three. We're gonna do either this gun. We're gonna do like a chainsaw, and we're gonna do like it looks like a crown weapon. I'm assuming it's a mace. It looks like a mace to me. Um, so let's talk about it. Let's type gun, chainsaw, or mace. So everybody who's watching, type in gun, chainsaw, or mace. M-A-C-E. Put it in there. Let's see what we got. Someone says that we should play on full screen. No, because I want to be able to see everybody. So go ahead, guys. Type it in here. Let's see what you got. I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm going to wait for you guys. While you guys are voting, I'm going to show you what they look like. So here's what the gun looks like. Boom, boom, boom. Here's what the chainsaw looks like. Boom, boom. Here's what the mace looks like. Boom. There it is. All right, we got a gun. We got a mace. All right, they're starting to come in now. They're starting to come in. We got gun. We got mace. We got gun. Okay, we got 2 votes for gun. All right. Okay, you guys have 10 seconds. Do 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 doop 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 doop. All right. So it looks like gun overwhelming is the winner. Mace was a very close runner up. So we're gonna go with the gun. All right. So we got this ridiculous heart wheel up in the front. We have this tsunami wheel in the back. Now, I will tell you, right now, I'm thinking that this gun is going to be like shooting up in the air, and we're probably going to not do the best with it. Just saying. That's how I feel right now. That's what I think is going to happen. Now, we're going to go over to the gadgets, and a call comes in. That's hilarious. Let me put my phone on do not disturb mode. All right, DND status. All right, do not disturb mode. Sorry for those of you whose ears I just broke. All right, gadgets. All right, now this I don't understand. So you got to help me out, Hoang. You're the CPO. You're in charge of the product. So what the heck is this? What is this? Forest Gadget 0000. What the heck is that?
So the 000 will stun the opponent for 2 seconds.
Oh, it stuns the
In the
opponent for 2 seconds.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the one will hook you into the opponent.
So it's like a javelin hook into the opponent.
Yeah.
So does it pull them next to you?
Actually, it will pull you to the opponent.
Oh, interesting. So if you had like a melee weapon, like a sword or a mace, that's what you'd want to use, right? Like to hurry up and get next to them if they have like a gun from far range, right? So what's this lantern thing? Tsunami gadget.
This will increase the power, the attack speed of the ranged weapon.
The attack speed of the ranged weapon. So that would synergize with our gun. And what's this one? The heart gadget 0006.
This is an interesting gadget. So, do you know the game rock scissors paper, and this cascade will turn into the rock scissors paper once per battle, and each um, uh, and if the it turn to the rock, it will punch the enemy. If it turn into paper, it will shield you. You make a shield around you, and if you turn to the seesaw, it will heal you, like that, something like that.
That sounds pretty troll to me. We're gonna throw that thing on. That sounds like the best option for the troll. Uh,
Yeah.
that sounds great to
You.
me.
I think you should save. Yeah. Click on the save button.
Okay, we saved it. All right. Well, guys, I think it's time. I think it's time to go and see how this thing does. So we're just going to go ahead and click stage fight. So right now this is a test server obviously. So on the test server, is this going up against other like test builds, or like is it just randomly generated gears?
It is from test view.
Okay. Let's try it out. We're going against a bunch of test builds. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. Oh! What the? Oh, that is so loud. What the
Oh no.
heck was that? And you know what? It was so loud. I apparently did not have my audio settings right, so everybody's dead right now. Everybody's dead. Their ears are so dead right now. Oh, okay. Well, just in case, I don't know if I got the settings right on that. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my volume on my computer. That was rough. Whew, I don't know about you guys, but that killed my ears. Good lord. Okay, so by the way, that was really bad. Our gun was like shooting down and it didn't kill anybody. It didn't shoot. It like got like 2 hits off. Everybody's laughing. Everybody's laughing at our troll creation. So now let's go ahead and try out some new wheels. So this is the Crown Wheel 007. Here's a Flamingo wheel. You know what would be really cool? I like those tank tracks. Let's put some tank tracks on here. I saw some tank tracks somewhere. Where I see those things? Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Uh-huh. Wait, still not the right size. Still, whoa, not the right size. We have to get something that's big, y'all. We have to get something big. Let's see. Or maybe we just make 2 tank tracks. No. Oh, man. This is tough. I have a feeling that's still gonna be bad. That's still gonna be bad. Oh, so you have to kind of like look and see like which ones are like the right size fit, huh? That's a little better. Uh, oh my
For
goodness.
me, yeah, for me,
Hey! That looks right, Irene. What do you think? You think?
actually, for me, I usually go with like small wheels in the front and like bigger wheels at the back because I think that that will help me to be like stable and my opponent cannot like turn me all around.
Let's do the Irene strategy. Let's do the small wheel in the front and a big wheel in the back, like that.
Yeah, but actually these wheels are kind of like
They're lame.
uh,
They're too small.
the front is too small.
There's even smaller. Is that? All right, let's see if we got one that's a little. Oh my gosh, that's even smaller. Hey, what about that? That looks good. That looks good. All right. Yes. Yes, guys. Irene, everybody wants to know if you're single.
That is top secret, honestly.
It's complicated. That's what you're supposed to say. It's complicated. All right. Irene says it's complicated. Sorry, all you boys. Look, that's usually maybe means yes. All right. So, I like this one better. I like this one better. But I want to try something else out. This is something that I really enjoyed when I was playing earlier because you guys gave me access before the rest. This was really cool. I want to show you guys this. This is the flipper, y'all. This is the car. This is the gear flipper. This thing like literally yanks people up and flips them around, and it's tormenting. So we're gonna save this guy, and we're gonna go and we're gonna try our battle using Irene's strategy of a smaller wheel in the front and a little bigger wheel in the back. And let's see. All right, this is all your fault if we die, just so you know, Irene.
Okay.
Here we go. Three, two, one. Boo! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, flip, 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 flip! Oh, what the? Wait, what the heck was that?
Okay, that was totally not my fault.
No, I think we gotta switch up the weapons, yo. I think we gotta switch up these weapons. That was horrendous. All right, well, since they still wanted guns, we're gonna try a different gun. We're gonna do a gun, but we're just gonna do a different gun now. How come I can't do this gun? Is there a reason why? No.
Because it's already equipped in the formation 2 or 3
So I have to take
in
this
the
off.
so you have to check on the formation 2 or 3. You are in the formation 1, and you can you click?
Oh, it's already equipped here. Okay.
Yeah.
So if we take that off, now I go back to one. Let's save that. Go back to one. Now I can use it here. Oh, I see. This is a good mechanic. Okay. This is good that we learned this, guys. This is good that we learned this. So you can have up to 3 builds here in your account, and you can't use the same weapon on all of them. So that's good to know. That's very important to understand. All right, so we're gonna try out this. What is this, like a photo cannon type thing? What is that? A photon cannon? What is that thing?
Shoot out 3 bullets at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what is this? A health pack? This gives you more
Uh,
health?
uh, it will heal you if you reach to 20% of HP.
Okay.
It will heal.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's give it a shot. So now we got some like crazy cannons up on the front. We got this heal pouch. Let's go for it. Let's see how we do. Dun 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 dun. Uh-oh. Oh no! We're top heavy. Wait, what is this? This guy doesn't even have a gun.
Yeah. It's lucky your opponent don't have a gun, don't have the weapon.
It doesn't have a weapon. All right, so first off, I still think we're off kilter because as soon as we land, we always like fall over. So I'm thinking we got to change the wheels out on the back a little bit more. What do you guys think? Like what is this? Oh, that's too small. Okay. That's a little too big still. A little too big. All right, that looks a little better. That looks a little better. That looks better. All right, let's try it out. Let's try it out. Here we go. All right, so then we're going to start asking some good questions here. Here we go. No! No! Oh. Okay, well, that gun is obviously very strong. That gun is very strong. All right, so when it says that we won 10 somethings, what is that? What are we winning?
Because the goal is used to upgrade the machine part, all the common machine part.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So you're getting some additional what did you say it was? It's this right here, right? It's like
It's the goal. No,
no.
actually, it's the fragment. The goal is the first one on the line.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
it's
on
not gold. So is it this over here? What is
the blueprint fragment. So 1,000 of blueprint fragment can craft
fragment?
one blueprint. Yeah, and if
Ah.
you open blueprint, you can have the material of
Hmm.
the machine part itself.
Mm-hmm. So if we go to like for example this weapon that we've got here, or no, let's go to the gadget. So we got this health pack gadget. So to upgrade you would need gold, right?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So then what would you use these fragments for?
The fragment can be open to when you open the when you have 1,000 fragment, you can grab a blueprint. That blueprint can open all the material and also the machine part, which is all the NFT machine part here.
Okay, that's good to know. So
Yeah.
somebody in the comments is saying that we should put the big wheel up front. You know what? Let's try it. Sure. Let's try the big wheel up front. All right, y'all. That's too small. Let's try it. Let's see. Let's do the opposite of what Irene said, even though we love Irene. All right. We love you. Don't worry, Irene. They're just saying we should try something else. That's all. All right, so let's try these wheels out. Let's try these wheels out. All right, so we got it. Looks like a little bigger one in the front and a little smaller one in the back. We're gonna save this up. Now, what is this here? It says 15 out of 25 energy. What does that mean?
So this body have 25 energy, and when you equip an equipment, like when you equip a weapon or when you equip a gadget, it will cost energy. And
Mm,
if come over 25 energy, you cannot equip anything.
okay. What the heck is this gadget?
Oh, it is a very fun gadget. So uh, it will lift up opponent into the sky.
I like that. Let's try it. All right, so we have a lift an opponent into the sky gadget. Compliments of Sir Huang. We're gonna try this one out. And here we go. Let's see how this goes. This one has let's see. Oh, come on! Oh, that's cool! Oh my gosh, it literally lifted him up into the sky. Oh, wait. What? Oh boy. Uh-oh. No! I'm closer! This is not good! Ah! All right, well that was pretty cool. I just don't know why we keep flipping over. Is it the wheels?
I think I think it might not be the wheel. Can you choose another body?
Let's find another body. Let's try this.
Because the type of body is really not stable. This type
Aha.
of body,
Aha. It wasn't stable. That one looks stable to me though, doesn't it? That one
it,
looks pretty stable.
this one is stable.
That looks stable. That looks really. I'm gonna try the tank tracks on this guy. Let's try that one out. And then let's try to find one that has a little HP. How about that? How's that look? Ooh. Ooh, that's too big. That's too big. Let's try that. Nope, that's too big. Uh, that's too big. Oh my gosh. Okay, that looks about right. That looks about right. Yeah, that's about right. Let's try melee now. Let's try melee. Can we send questions here in live chat? Sure, go for it. You can. You can send your questions in the live chat. All right, guys. You guys can totally send your questions in the live chat. You can see that I'm streaming, so you guys can actually see this live with me. All right, so here we go. We're gonna try something else out. Here we go. The gun. I don't think. I mean, the gun was all right, but we gotta do something fun, y'all. We gotta do something fun. So let's try to figure out something fun. What's your favorite, Huang? Let's go. Give me something fun. What's your favorite weapon?
You want melee weapon or you want range weapon?
Let's do melee.
Okay, so can you go to next page?
Uh huh.
Uh, Somewhere here, the green one. Do
This
you
one?
see the green? This one.
Ooh, I've never tried this one. I never tried this one. Okay, so what the heck does that do?
This will rotate for column of five, for
Okay.
pillar of five.
All right. So what kind of gadget do we need for this thing? Hmm.
Um,
Is it? Do we? Should we try the javelin?
uh,
Should we?
no,
No.
actually, it's okay, but there's a lot of fun. Yeah, the first one on the first round. Yeah, is the
This
green
one right
one.
here.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what does that do?
This is one of the best gadget in the game. So it will continuous speed up you and make you run over the opponent.
I like it already. That sounds pretty troll. That sounds pretty troll to me. All right, let's give it a shot, y'all. Here we go. Let me save this thing, and we're gonna give it a fight. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Oh, it's a flamethrower. Oh man, what the? Well, this guy totally got eliminated. I mean, we jammed him in, and I kind of like how the front of the chassis wedged him up, so he's just like trapped in there. That was pretty brutal. That was definitely brutal. I didn't hear any sound effect on the flamethrower though. You guys got to put a cool sound in there, like something like that. You can record this. All right. Let's try it again. Let's try it again against a different one. Here we go. All right. There's some good questions coming in the chat too. Oh no! You can't reach.
Don't worry, if you come up, the world will kill the opponent. Don't worry.
Wow, the wall killed the opponent because of that fun gadget on the gadget that we have. It's like it rammed him right into the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, that was really loud though. I'm wondering if like the sound magically changed itself. Wow, that hurt. All right, here we go. Okay, we're gonna try it one more time. We'll try it one more time. I kind of like this setup. This kind of cool setup. Compliments of Huang. Let's go. Let's try it out. One last. Oh, this guy's got a wedge. What has he got? A crystal ball on top or something? He's got like a snow globe. Oh no! Wait, what the heck? we we can't end on that one. That was weird. That was weird. Let's try another one. We gotta. Oh, this guy looks. What is that on the front of his?
It
Is that
has
a
a
bomb?
bomb launch.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So now we got to play a little bit. You guys are warmed up now. Now we're gonna get into some nitty gritty. We got some fun questions for these guys. I'm gonna swip. I'm gonna get away here from the test account here that you guys saw, and I'm gonna bring up your questions live. Okay, and we will have some fun. All right. So we're gonna stop sharing here, and I'll let you guys know here in the Zoom what people are asking, and we'll get at it. So here we go. Modify this a little bit here. All right, for those of you who are watching, there is on the left side of the screen, you can see your questions coming in live. Feel free to bring them in. Keep them coming, guys. I'm going to watch all of them, and we're going to do this. So, first off, let's talk about what everybody wants to know. When the heck in March are we going to see this game? Is it the beginning of March? Is it the middle of March? Is it the end of March? Do we not know yet?
Yeah, I think actually we will have the alpha test for all of you can join. It will be up tomorrow or on this week, I think so. But there's a little bit of condition to join. I don't know. Irene could explain you a little bit about this.
Yes, actually, I'm very excited to announce that we will have like a testnet event for our token holders. So as long as you hold at least 500 tokens of ours, along with several conditions that we will upload in our on our social channel, you will get a chance to be on the list of people that can play the test version of the game.
Sweet. So you got to have 500 gear tokens, y'all. We'll make sure to
Yeah.
have the link to grab those 500 gear tokens if you don't already. I'm a gear holder, of course. Full disclosure for those of you listening to the broadcast, I love the play to earn scene, and obviously, by the crypto gaming team, you can see I'm all in. I'm going to the moon with this bad boy. I bought 1.5 million gear tokens, so yeah, I got a little bit of tokens. I got a couple of them. But it's really fun watching you guys build this game out. I love watching the marketing hype you've done. So, what would you say? I think you've had a very successful launch. I saw that the IDO that you did on the public launch when I think you had 4 different pools that you launched your initial tokens on. they sold out in like 30 seconds. Like all your tokens were sold out in 30 seconds. Like how did that feel? Did that feel good?
Yeah, honestly, that was amazing for us. Like honestly, we know that we will receive lots of love and lots of support from our gearheads, and they keep surprising us with like every achievement that they help us do. Like honestly, we are very grateful of our community.
What
Yeah.
would you attribute the biggest success to the launch? What was the one thing that you can say was like, I mean, obviously there's lots, but like what was the one thing that you were like, wow, that really worked?
I think that aside from our community, I think that what really contributes to our success is the way and how we design and how we choose and put out our campaigns. And I think that we did select the right channel to convey our core message, which is the very high quality team, dev team, and also the commitment of ours. Like, you know, that in this industry, there are lots of scam, lots of frauds, and NFT games soon bloom and die. And we want to be here with you in the long run, and we want to commit with you. And by doing it, and we doing it by putting out campaigns constantly for Discord, for YouTube, AMA constantly, or right now we're about to have like the testnet event. We want to constantly put out campaign for you to be with us, to engage with us. And also, as I have mentioned, I think that we have selected like very effective channels, such as our advisors, our credible partners, KOL like you, Jeff. Like you are one of the people that really help us to expand our community and help us to reach out to potential members and the members that really care about the crypto community and really want to contribute to the community.
You
Yeah.
know, I have to say it's been an honor, and it's funny because um, back in the day when I was doing esports and gaming, uh, it, I used to get made fun of, and compared to most of these gamers, I'm a boomer, I'm in my late 30s, all right, um, and it's interesting because I was in esports before esports was cool, way back in the day. I actually was the number one broadcaster on Justin.tv back in the day before I was even I was friends with Kevin Lin and Justin Kahn on. I even helped come up with the name Twitch.tv. It was just such an incredible ride. And then I kind of felt like I had to get a real job back in 2009, and I feel like right now with the rise of blockchain gaming, it's finally a rewarding way for people to get involved and play games and actually turn this into something. I think that this is going to help spread wealth all around the world by playing video games. I have people that are on my well, games that are legendary games like Axie, right? Axie Infinity, who really set the bar on like a triple A title. You see these other games coming out, like you see Illuvium coming out, which I'm heavily invested in as well. And then here we are, all the Gearheads, right? For MetaGear. What is your plan? What is your outlook for the next year? How do we bring MetaGear to last and become a staple in the industry the way that games like Axie has? What's the roadmap?
Um, yeah, Mr. Huang, you can share your thoughts.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Irene. Miss Irene. I think the roadmap of MetaGear will be look like that. First, we will have the alpha and the beta version of the games, and we add more game modes into it. And we will soon come to the metaverse of the MetaGear. So in the metaverse, we will have more game mode, and we will build a social. And for all of the get head and uh, for all the players to earn and to share their fun in metaverse.
Yeah, one of
And
the
the
and
roadmap will be June or July this year.
June or July. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's some questions coming in that we kind of answered, but I'm just going to do them already. So it sounded like you guys said that the test net for the 500 gear holders is going to sounds like tomorrow. So sometime this week, tomorrow. Is that right?
Um, the information, the detail will be
Oh, the
up.
details are going to be released tomorrow.
Yes, but it's for let me clarify, it's not 500 gear holders, for gear holders that hold at least 500 gears.
500 gear tokens. Holders of at least 500 gear tokens will be able to access the alpha. Is this alpha test net?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, cool, cool. I'm excited to try that out. That's really exciting. And thank you guys for letting me demo this and show everybody what kind of craziness you have going on in the MetaGear. There's some really good questions coming in here. I'm gonna throw some of them at you guys. One of them, one of them says, "Can you list three features of your project that make it ahead of your competitors? And what are the most competitive advantages that you feel confident about?" That's a good question. That's a good question coming in from, looks like, oh wow, now the comments are all over the place. That one is from Trung. All right. So what are three amazing features about your game that put you ahead of your competitors?
I can name two, and Mr. Huang can add in for me. For now, at the top of my head, I think that we um, like our game is kind of superior regarding the fact that our players can play on all platform from our website to PC to Android and iOS. So I think that that will help like expand our users, the number of our users a lot. And also, I was having something in my head. Also, I think that we have like innovative features. As Mr. Huang have said, that we will soon incorporate metaverse into our game, and we will start doing so by incorporate community features like in-game chat or gift giving that I don't see much game have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will add on something a little bit about us because you know that we are the MetaGear is the collaboration product between one shop and one part, and one shop is have more than 10 years of experience in developing games on Android and iOS, and we have several products has more than 100 and million downloads, 100 million downloads,
Wow.
and we are really proud of ourselves. And I think and one part is the is from FPT. Is a very famous company in marketing and networking and technology and blockchain. So we are very confident in ourselves when making the MetaGear product.
That's great. Thank you for sharing that. I have a question for myself personally. So I'm a crypto investor, and I love getting involved in crypto games specifically. One of the things
Mhm.
that's really made Axie a success has been the Scholar program. And I noticed that inside MetaGear on your website, you mentioned out that you would have like renting and leasing of equipment. So I assume that means that you're looking at this from an investor standpoint who could actually buy equipment and upgrade stuff and have a Scholar type program where someone could actually play, rent, or lease that. Is that correct?
Correct. So actually, we have two plans for acquiring more user in MetaGears. The first plan is like renting and renting system. It's for players, all player who don't use machine pad anymore, and they can put in the marketplace to rent for, and new player can acquire them in the marketplace and use them. It's a little bit similar to the Scala system in AC Infinity. And the second feature um, we are developing is the option version of the game. Uh, it is a little bit like Titan Arena version, option version. So in this option version, you can play. It is actually free to play because one shop is like a traditional game developing company. So we are experienced in making free to play games, and in that off-chain version, we will converting players from the off-chain to on-chain version. Like we will create some tournament, and if you are on top of the tournament in the off-chain version, we will convert you to the on-chain version as well.
Wow, that's cool. That's great. So a free to play off-chain version that if you're a top performer, you get invited to play
Yeah,
in the blockchain, which obviously is a it costs money to do that. So you guys are basically sponsoring them to play the game, right?
yeah,
That's an incredible opportunity for those of you who are in, especially for those of you in Asia and different areas of the world that don't have the wealth like us lucky, spoiled, rich Americans have. You guys are, this is really great. I have to say that that warms my heart because one of the reasons why I started the crypto gaming team is because I have over 150 people that work for one of my companies called VA Staffer. We're a virtual assistant company, and 150 of my team are in the Philippines. And I know just how much opportunities they don't have all over the world in parts of like Vietnam, and you see a lot of Middle East. You see places. I have somebody on my team who's from Nigeria and different areas in Africa. Very, I guess you could call them developing countries that they don't have the opportunities. I know that right now in the Philippines, the average person makes about $9 a day, and that's even more than some places in the world. And for you guys in Vietnam, I don't know. What's the average wage in Vietnam? Do you know? Like, what's a daily average wage in Vietnam in US
uh,
dollars? Do you guys know?
I don't know actually,
Well,
but I
Sure.
think
but the point is, it's a
it
lot less than America, right? It's like a very small multiple. And one of the reasons why I started this is because I believe that me and my honest. That's a pretty cool job, right? If your job was to play games. So that really excites me that you guys are going to have that because that shows me that you also have a very aligned vision with myself, which is to actually help solve global poverty by playing video games. I mean, this is possible on the blockchain. You can literally, with a mobile device, help people live incredible lives by playing video games. Like that is so exciting to me. And obviously, you having a free-to-play version and getting people a sponsorship to come play the blockchain version, that really shows a great commitment to you guys to help the world using your game. So thank you for that. I've got another game question here, which is actually a really good one. It's about the tokenomics. Um, so let's explain the tokenomics a little bit. So talk to me about the token circulation because I feel like one of the challenges that a lot of games have is that everyone gets in early and they buy the hype and the game's doing really well and everything's doing fun and everything's great and the token's going up, but then there reaches a certain point where like everybody's bought and invested into the game and all they're doing is just taking money out. And as we know, when the money's coming out, the token prices go down, and then it just becomes a bleed, right? And even Axie's kind of dealing with this right now after, it's almost 2 years of Axie now. But even Axie's doing that. SLP, Smooth Love Potions at like an all-time low. How does the MetaGear tokenomics shape up to keep people excited and attract new investors and keep the circulation in the game?
Okay. I understand this is quite a concerning issues in the community. So for the tokenomic, we let's just say that we have clear plans regarding inflation, tokens inflation. So inflation only happen when the supply is too large and the demand is not as much, right?
Right.
And so we have plans to limit the supply of tokens down. So aside from buying from decentralized or centralized exchanges, in the game, players cannot acquire as many tokens that they would expect it. Like as Miss Pan said, after every match, players will win blue shards or blue fragments, right? And then they will get blueprints that will open NFTs, not tokens. So this way, players cannot get too many tokens so that they can sell out.
Nice.
And also, however, they can still get tokens through tournament modes and our special events that we will soon hold in the future. And also, we will have plans to burn our tokens monthly from the sale revenue of NFT every month. Yeah.
Hey, I like that. So we're
Uh,
already.
I will,
Go ahead, Huang.
yeah. Can I add on something? Because in the tokenomic, we have a very tight vesting and vesting schedule. So if you buy from the private sale and or the seed sale, you have to it will be locked for 2 months and vesting in 12 or 12 months or to a years. I think so. It is a very long and
Yeah.
schedule.
As a private investor, I know that I don't get all my tokens for 18 months, and of course, that was a good sign for me. By the way, I was really excited about that because that shows that you guys have a lot of faith in the longevity of the game. And obviously, it's as an investor. Well, I shouldn't say investor technically, as a token purchaser legally, as a token purchaser, one of the things that's important for me is what is the lifelong return of income on an investment? Everyone wants an ROI, right? And the idea of having the tokenomics, and by the way, for those of you watching the stream, just so you guys know, I put up on YouTube right now, I have the tokenomics from your homepage. I have that up right now, so they're looking at it. So you can see that 5% of the tokens went on a seed sale, 10% went to the private sale, 2% went to the public sale. You can see that liquidity, 8%, team has a 13%, advisor, 3%, your ecosystem's 18%, you got a development, 13, incentives, 20%, marketing, 8. I mean, it's a very solid distribution here. It's not very lopsided. So let's talk about that again. I want to dive a little deeper into what Irene said because Irene, you had brought up about how you're going to get these blue shards, these fragments, right? You're going to get these blue fragments in the game, and those are going to be able to purchase blueprints and things like that are going to open up NFTs, right? So what types
Yes.
of NFTs are people going to be able to unlock with these blue fragments?
Um, well, with every 1,000 blue shards or fragments, they will get blueprints. And when you open up your blueprint, it will be either like upgrade material or boosters or new machine parts.
Cool. And then let's talk about this because everybody's wondering, and I got in too late, I guess. But how do you actually buy a gear? Like, do you have to buy? Like, how does this actually start? Like, you use your gear tokens to like run it through someone who's never bought a gear token before. They've just learned. They just turned on YouTube. They're watching this video right now. They're saying, okay, what the heck is this? How is someone going to be able to get started? Like, when the game launches, walk me through what that looks like.
Actually, there are already players that have our NFTs because we had 2 box sales already. You're kind of blurred.
Gotcha.
Okay. We already had like 2 box sales, and from the boxes, they can open up gear already. And lots of people are now selling our machine parts on the marketplace. And if players want to join in, they can just simply go to centralized or decentralized exchanges, buy our tokens, and with tokens, they can buy the machine part or buy the box and assemble their gear.
Okay. So, speaking of tokenomics, so if we go to coin market cap, all right, let's see what I've got here. Coin market cap, and it is MetaGear, right? Let's try that out. All right, so we got the MetaGear token. Oh, it's up to 10 cents, y'all. Looking good. Public. If you guys didn't know, it launched at 2.7 cents on the public sale. So that's a heck of an achievement for you guys. So congratulations. That's really great. Um, right now, looking at what's going on here. So if we have the MetaGear tokens. You're going to be able to grab some of these tokens on any exchange. I think right now, what PancakeSwap is where it lives on PancakeSwap. You guys can pick it up there. Any decentralized exchange that has MetaGear token, you guys can buy it. And of course, there's not a lot of sell activity because everybody's ready to play the game, right? Everybody's getting excited. I'm excited, especially everybody who's watching this. If you haven't already purchased 500 gear tokens, get on that so you get your invite to the alpha. That's going to be really important for you guys to get in on the test net. Is you got to be a holder, okay? You got to have 500 gear tokens to get access to the test net. So this is your ability to strategize and try out builds and understand and get a real advantage, a competitive advantage against other people who don't have the game yet. So make sure that you take advantage of this, guys, and make sure to buy up some MetaGear tokens from the market. So let's talk about decentralized exchanges. So are you saying that like NFTs are already for sale somewhere? Are you guys already like verified on like Tofu NFT or something like that?
No, for now, we only sell our NFT on our marketplace
Oh,
only. You can purchase them only on our marketplace, but we are in discussions with lots of
uh-huh.
reliable NFT marketplace.
So your marketplace is live right now? I'll be darned.
Yes,
I didn't even know
and
that.
actually, starting from now, our gear will be used on as the main currency on the marketplace.
Okay, well, I'm going to share my screen again because now you got me excited. All right. So you guys can see my screen now. Irene, you see that?
Yeah.
All right. And by the way, there's so many messages coming in. I promise, guys, I will go through there. I'll pick out a good one. Okay. I know that there's a lot of you guys on here. There is a Google form for you guys to fill out if you guys haven't. But please go ahead and drop your comments. Any questions you've got in the chat, I will go look at them. Obviously, I want to use the rest of the time that I've got with these guys to answer your questions and get excited. I'm just so excited right now. Because when I look at these boxes, and I didn't even realize the marketplace was live. Because I've got gear tokens, I could be buying some cool stuff right now. Um, let's see, let's see what we've got. So you've got the blueprints, the grand box. So what do people need to buy? Like, what's the bottom line? What is it? What is something that people need to buy? Like, what's the minimum buy-in? Oh, that's a great idea. What's the minimum investment in gear tokens that people will need to be able to get in and actually purchase the stuff? And I understand that the marketplace drives that, but like, what does it look like from you guys?
Uh, so actually, you only need to build a gear to start the game. A gear is content for parts, the body, the weapon, the gadget, the wheel, and you can search them in the marketplace. And uh, if you find somebody selling them, and you can with the lowest price, and you can buy it from here.
Let's see what the
And
floor is, guys. Hey, point 0.4 BNB. I don't think that's the floor. That needs to be. We're gonna get rid of the BNB.
Yes, sorry to interrupt. Actually, our development team did several calculations,
Yeah.
and we estimate that an average players may have to spend $200 for fully assembled gear.
yeah, so
200
you
USD, guys. 200 USD is what it would look like to get involved in the game. Minimum investment. That's a really good price point. That's a really good price point. I think that to me, I think that $200 is really strong. Now, obviously, as an American, that's barely anything, but around the world, that could seem a lot. But considering how much I paid for my Axie teams, that's really cheap. And the fact that we're on the Binance Smart Chain network instead of having to pay Ethereum fees is really incredible. So I'm really glad you guys did that. I'm really I'm really strong. I think the Binance Smart Chain obviously um, is a great option for gaming in general. But if I look at here a chassis, so we need to have four things to build a gear. We need to have a chassis. We need to have wheels. Actually, we need two sets of wheels. We need a gadget and a weapon. So technically we need five, I guess. Five things,
Yeah.
right? So the chassis
Yeah.
and then four things on the chassis. So let's try to see what it would cost us. I'm gonna whip out the old calculator, guys, because I'm old school. I'm old school. So we're gonna do this. So let's see. The floor right now on a chassis is $28. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and move along here to the next thing. Let's go to the wheels. Okay, we need two wheels, so that's 20 and 20. So that's 40. So we're going to plus 40 here. All right, we're at 68. All right, now we're going to go to a weapon. The cheapest weapon here is the tsunami weapon. All right, we're going to plus 28. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and plus a gadget. Oh, gadget. That's another 30. Actually, guys, technically, you could get into this game for 126. Hey, I just did the math. I just did the math, guys. That's way underpriced. That's a great deal. Now I don't know how good I don't know how good that MetaGear is going to be, but that is the minimum investment that you can get in on this game right now. So it just so correct me if I'm wrong, Irene and Huang, but from what I did, it looks like I bought like the minimum floor of the chassis, wheels, weapon, and gadget. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go, guys. I mean, we just you just heard it right here. I mean, that's the first ever calculation live on video of what it's gonna cost to get involved without any strategy at all, if just buying the floor. That's all you did. That's what it would look like. But of course, I wouldn't recommend buying the floor. I'd recommend buying something that can win. You know? I mean, what good is a gear if it doesn't win? All right, so we're gonna wrap this thing up here in about 15 minutes. Let's just do some really quick questions, and we're gonna get this. We're gonna get some good questions here. And by the way, everybody's liking the price. I'm looking at the comments now. People are saying nice, great, good price. So I think that that's gonna make people very happy on the minimum investment here. All right, so I'm gonna scroll up and take a peek at some of these questions here. One of them said, "Do you have a burn buyback system?" She already said that they were going to do some burning. Is there going to be game land? Ooh, can you explain how the in-game land? Is there in-game land?
Yes, sure. They will be in the metaverse phase.
Oh,
In June, we will open it.
explain. What's the benefits of the land?
There is two benefit of the land. The land is for the if you for the uh, building simulation gameplay. It will allow you to build a building on the land, and you can hire employer and employee in that building, and they will provide NFT, or they will provide a service for other customer to buy and go. And the second gameplay in the metaverse is the playroom gameplay. So you can in that land you can create a game. It's like Roblox or Minecraft. You can create a mini game for everyone to access to the game, and they win betting with NFT, and the winner take it all.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
That sounds really fun. Okay, so it's kind of a more creative space. Is it kind of obviously I'm without knowing anything about it, that just makes me think of like how Sandbox is. You know, how you can build your own kind of things inside there. Is that kind of the idea that you're going with, where we can kind of build our own things and people can come in there and bet and participate?
Yeah, true.
Okay,
That
cool.
is
That's cool. Let's see what else we've got here. Someone is saying there's a game with.
Um,
Go ahead,
I'm
Irene.
sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. Can you note down the question that you choose for us so that we can give them some of our prize? Because I think that their question are very interesting, and it goes to show that they really like
Oh,
invest and research our game. Yeah.
guys, hello. I'm totally sorry. Yes. First off, there's comments in here. Um, guys, we're giving away 200 BUSD to random people that ask really good questions. So if I called out your question, you have a really good opportunity, a really good chance to actually get in on this. So make sure you get in your questions. All right, we're going to announce it at the end of the stream here coming up, who is going to be the winner. And we will. How do we want that to work, Irene? Do we grab their information from the chat, or how do you want to do that?
Please leave your Telegram handle in your comments, and whenever you read the question out, please read their handle as well, so that I can note that down.
Okay, I will do that. So, wow, good thing this is recorded. Good thing this is recorded because there were some really good questions. I really like the last question too about the metaverse because I didn't even know that there was a land. That was a really good question. The tokenomics question was really good too. So here's another one I want to say. It's Cornelius V. He says, "How will you address the fact that a lot of markets in different countries are now saturated, and a lot of token buyers are only investors, not players? They they buy and they dump and they just don't play the game. What do you do against people like that?"
Yeah, I think this question is more like what do you think about the future of the GameFi, the future of game NFT. So I because we believe in the future of game NFT, since I think the NFT game is in the early step, and there are a lot of room uh, and a lot of room for new project to shine, and we only see the AC Infinity as the number one NFT on the market, but in the near future there will be I think will be a lot of big game that will come to the market, uh, and by the way, because I think the user is another problem too, because is still very difficult to user to use the wallet, to use the and to be familiar with the NFT games. But in the near futures, I think will become easier for players and for users to interact with the coin, cryptocurrency, and with the market, and which will be um, gathering more and more users, and I believe in the future of NFT games. It will shine someday.
I agree, and just my own personal chime in. I think that the question, it was a good question, but I also think it Axie. I think of Axie. I mean, I know someone. His name's Josh. He has 1,000 Axie teams. He has 1,000 Axie teams, and he doesn't play those. He has people play those accounts for him, scholars. And are we going to be mad because he has invested into the game when he's doing usually a profit split? I think they do like a 40-60 profit split type thing, and it's an incredible opportunity for people, especially in different countries, in developing countries, who don't have $1,000 to drop on a really good Axie team, to play and actually earn money, and the investor is taking all the risk because the player gets paid directly with zero cost except for time. Zero cost except for time. Where the investor is putting money in. And I can tell you, I have Axie teams that I've never made my money back on. you know and that's the risk that the investor takes, right? The investor puts the money up hoping that things are going to go well, and sometimes they don't, and that's the risk they take. And see, for those of us, especially here in America, we're more risk tolerant. So, if we lose money, that's okay because we're not going to like, lose our rent or our house or things like that. Compared to someone who maybe is in Vietnam or in the Philippines or in Pakistan or in, Nigeria or somewhere like that where, buying a $127 NFT game is like half of their rent, right? And that's something that I want to just explain to you guys, because especially in some of you guys that are in developing countries, you're like, oh man, all these investors are in here. Don't be investor envious, guys. We want to help you. And it's a win-win scenario. We want to invest in the game. We want to bring you guys to play these games for us because we usually don't have time to play. I don't have time to play games anymore, but I would definitely put money in to help other people play. And that's the whole idea of the crypto gaming team. We want to build out scholars. We want people to come and play for us. We will invest in you, right? We want to buy a bunch of MetaGear accounts and have everybody play and enjoy themselves and actually earn money. That's a great idea. All right. Another good question that came in here. I have to scroll back up to find it. It was really here. Uh, oh, oh, uh-oh. Now I lost it. There's so many questions, guys. Thanks for all the questions, by the way. Irene, I'm gonna let you decide who wins because this is insane. This is insane. I've never seen so many questions in my life. All right, there's a lot of good questions on here. Here's another one who says, "What do you guys think about blueprints being minted too much? Will it make the machine price go down?"
Oh, yeah, I think Irene can answer this question.
Okay. We actually we do have plans for that, and we try to avoid both tokens and NFT inflations, and we will do that by limit down the number of NFTs that we will have. Okay, that may sound a little bit strange because in all of NFTs game, developers try to make the NFTs as diversified as much as possible, right? And we also do want that for our players as well. We want you to have NFTs that are unique and of your own and are not duplicated by anyone. But we have to limit it down by giving you only about 250,000 Genesis machine that can be used for a lifetime. You don't have to reinvest in them. However, there will be common machines that you will have to reinvest in. There will be use period for them, about 10 to 20 days per machine. Yeah, and so that way the NFTs are unlimited.
They have a
but still
lifespan,
limited,
right?
if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that does make sense, and that's really good. Yeah, that's good. That way, there's definitely circulation. You can't just buy one thing and just go and go and go and go. There's gonna have to
Yeah.
be some upgrades. There's gonna have to be some changes. So that's another good question. So by the way, that question was from Oak, OAKZZZ.
Okay.
That's his Telegram. So, um, that's another great question, Irene. Well, at least for me. So, one of the things that excites me about this game is obviously you have your NFTs, and so you have multiple, I guess you can call them equipment on your gear. So the gear is the NFT, and then you can put additional equipment on that NFT, or how does that work? Explain how this whole NFT thing works. Is it like each part is an NFT? You put all the NFTs together to make a gear? Explain to me, or Huang,
Okay,
whoever wants to
so
take that.
okay, so each machine part is an NFT. So the body is the NFT, the weapon is the NFT, the wheel is the NFT, and when it's combined to other the gear is also an NFT. But in our marketplace, you can only check the machine parts. So you cannot check or you cannot check the fully equipped gear. I mean, we
So you can't
now you
sell the fully equipped gear. So you
yeah
can only sell the parts of the gear.
Yep.
Ah, that's very interesting. Okay. So if you wanted to change out your components per se, and
Mhm.
you could sell like your wheels, you could sell two of your wheels and go to the market, and then you could buy two other wheels and then attach them to your gear NFT, and that gear NFT I guess would be unique to you. It's not something you can sell, correct?
Yep.
Okay, this is good. This is good information, guys. You're hearing it here. I mean, this is really valuable information. So, all of the parts that you put on your gear are interchangeable, and you only now remember, for those of you that are tuning in late, we did the test earlier. We actually had the test up earlier. Let me see if I can pull that back up here. We had that. Ooh, I didn't save that link. That would have been too handy. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, I did. All right, here we go. We're going to come into here, and I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see this again. All right, there we go. Okay, so for you, can you guys see the screen too as I'm loading it here? Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So it's loading now. It doesn't want to load for me. Let's see. Come on, Unity, you can do it. You can do it. Did you take it down, Huang?
Maybe I mean today is the final test phase, and the alpha test will be held on will be held soon.
You
So
know
we
what?
actually
I think I
test.
broke it. I probably everyone watching this, there's like so many people watching this. I bet they all went to it, and now you guys weren't supposed to see that link, but you saw it now. Well, what I was going to show them is that when you're actually building out, you can have three different gear NFTs per account. That's what it looks like, right? So you can have three gears per three gear. I don't is that going to be standard when you launch? You can have three gear NFTs.
I think in this state it's only three formation gear that
Okay.
allowed to be on your
And,
account.
and technically, when I put all the components on there, when I put all of the machine parts on there, that means that those are going to be three gear NFTs, and each of those gear NFTs has those separate NFTs on them, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So I want you guys to remember that you have to be very selective and careful about how you build your gears, because you cannot use the same machine parts on your other NFT gear builds. So you can only have one gun, you can only have one whatever, like you can only use one chassis, one type of chassis, or can you have duplicate chassis?
Yes, you can have duplicate chassis.
So the only reason is the test account didn't have duplicate chassis,
Yeah.
right?
So do, I don't have duplicate.
Okay, so you can buy more than one of the same chassis. You could technically build three of the same NFT gears if you wanted to, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be very interesting. See, you've actually got some of the mechanics that I like about Axie. How you can build like a team, with like you can have two of the same type of, plant type Axie or whatever else. For those of you who don't play Axie, it's a NFT based game. It's a card game as well. It's really fun. I highly recommend you guys check it out. But the thing about MetaGear that really draws to me is just the influx of NFTs, the tokenomics of it. I'm gonna do one last question for these guys because I know we're over on our time now by like 5 minutes or somebody's asking here about, let's see here. Where is it? Um, oh, okay. What was the worst problem that your companies faced in the past, and how did your team solve it? That is a really good question. You guys said that you've been around, you've got a lot of different games. I think you said you have 50 million users that have downloaded your
Yeah.
apps. Like, what has been a failure that has happened over the past that you guys overcame?
Mm. This is a trick question because you know in every company there will be some difficult time, like some leader decide to quit the job and he left us with all the team and all difficult stuff, and we have to
Oof.
like rebuild the team again and to overcome all the things. Or there is an error, or there is uh, some hackers that can that attack our servers and many times like that, and we have to like uh, overtime all day to fix it. I think it's like in every normal game company. That is a issue is like for every normal company, and yeah.
It happens to me too. That for those of you tuning in, that was a very honest moment from Huang. I think that when you build a really solid product, you have to have a really good team.
Yeah.
And when you lose a key player on your team, it really does hurt and it really puts the company back. And you have to build the team over and you have to find all the old files and you have to understand where they were at. And you have to usually go back. You have to go back and say, okay, where were we? How do we get to here? And then someone comes in and feels like such a huge weight because the shoes that they're filling are so big, right? Because I think that
Yeah.
for me, I know I've gone through that myself. I've lost a lot of team members over the years to get to the 150 that I have now. So thank you for sharing that. And really great. I know that you guys have a solid team. I was looking at your website. I know that Irene, you and I connected on several platforms like LinkedIn, things like that. So you guys are fully doxed, which I think is another good sign. A lot of games that come out, just like you said in the beginning of this, Irene, games come out and it's like a profile picture like this. you know they don't want anyone to know because they're gonna rug pull. So how do we instill faith that you guys are in for the long term? So let's talk about this. I know you have 50 million users. You've got a bunch of different games. Like, talk to me about you guys have a partnership between one. You said one pad and what was the other? You have
What's up?
one soft and one pad. Tell me a little bit more about the outlook. Are you guys working on other projects? Do you have partners? That was a good question someone actually said, and I will get the name for that. Someone had asked about your project's launch pad, um, and if you consider it to be unique about your project's IGO launch pad. So maybe that kind of fits into this. So talk to me about your companies, what their outlook is, and then talk to me about the launch pad. That question, by the way, uh, let me find the launch pad question. That's Trung Pham, Trung CK on Telegram.
Okay, so a little bit show off about my company, if that okay. So
Yeah, yeah.
actually, I'm sitting in the meeting room, and is I don't know how to sweep the.
Turn the camera around.
Okay, sure. So
Oh,
actually,
you guys have a pool table. I'm coming out, man. I'm coming over there.
and there's some other participating here.
Wow.
And there is a very interesting fact about one shop and one path that actually we are really near each other. We are like one block apart from each other. So actually, I can see one path outside of my window.
Wow. That's great. That's really great. So how large is the team in there? It looked like a pretty decent sized team in there.
Yeah,
Um,
our team have like we have four team in one shop, and each team have about 100 people.
Wow. Wow. This is a real company, guys. It's
yeah,
a real game with a real company with real faces. And I saw
and
I
and
And I saw Julia's Facebook. She added me on Facebook. I saw Julia had a really amazing picture. You guys had like a Christmas party, and it looked like it was a lot of fun, and a lot of good faces that were really excited about this game. So I'm excited. And talk to me about your launch pad, Huang,
Actually,
or or,
let me
or
take
Irene. Sure.
on this. Yeah. So we have four launch pads. The first one is Bull Perks, Starpunk, Crystal Go, and the last one I can't. It's at the tip of my tongue, and I can't really
I, I
remember.
I do remember that they all sold out in 30 seconds. I remember that.
Um,
Uzi, right?
Bully. Yes, Halsey. Yes. Oh my God. Thank you, Miss Pang.
Yeah, and I know that you had put a bunch of gear tokens on there and they sold out in 30 seconds. So that's a really really incredible. And the circulation on the tokens and the game's not even out yet. So that's it. So let's move on and do. We have 3 minutes, so why don't we just go ahead and pick somebody? Why don't we pick somebody? Cornelius, thank you so much. He says thanks. I want to just do. Let's see. Somebody says this is the Great Father. Angry Birds is also under their wing. Oh, okay. All right. Cornelius, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking Cornelius has been very active on this call, Irene. He's been very
Yes,
active.
actually, I do know him. He have participated in several of our AMA, and he was one of the winners in one of our AMA before. I am familiar with him.
You know what? If he doesn't win, look, Irene, let me know. You tell me offline in our little Telegram chat. You let me know if he wins. If he doesn't win, just tell me. I'm gonna send you something. I like Cornelius. You're an amazing guy, but I also want to open it up to people who haven't won yet. So I'm gonna personally give. So Irene, you don't worry about Cornelius. I'm gonna hook Cornelius up. So Cornelius, if you haven't already gone to my Discord server, go to cryptogamingteam.com. Click that little Discord button on there and just join in there and tag me. And I'm just at Jeff J Hunter in the server. You'll see me. I'm gonna hook him up. He's been so great. I think people like that in the community, Irene, are so important. They're so important for the growth of the game. It's really really good to have people like that. I just want to give you a shout out, man. That was really awesome. Cool. So let's take one last question here. How long will each game take? I don't have much time to play games. Ooh, that's a good question. How much? I know that it looks like they have energy or something. How many times a day do they play? What's the what we call the minimum time investment for this game a day?
Yeah, I think I can take this question. Each gameplay, the game is it's auto battle simulation, and it is quite fast for everyone to play. The session is about 15 seconds long, and for one day you can play up to 20 match or we did actually we didn't limit the match you can play daily, but we limit the win match you can play daily. So you can win at most 20 match a day.
Okay. All right. Well, here's the last question. This is a good one. This one here is from it's at IZAL02. It's called The Garage feature is one way to earn in this game. Can you explain more about the garage? Because I see we can hack others' garages as well. Is that what he says?
Yeah, the garage is actually in the metaverse. So Irene has explained you about the common machine part that have the durable. If it only can be played for about 10 to 15 days, and if it max durable, it will have to you have to go to the garage and fix it by price. And the garage also increase your stat statistic for it can modify the machine part to make it stronger.
Aha. This is good. Okay. Well, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up. we've been here 90 minutes, which is longer than I expected, but the questions were just so good. And I have to admit, I had a lot of fun playing it. So thank you for sharing that link with me. Um, Questions that you guys have. I want to give you guys, Irene and Huang, an opportunity to ask the community questions that they might have, that you might have about them. Let's get some user feedback. What are things that you would like to know about these crypto gamers that are looking forward to MetaGear? Of course, we call them Gearheads. What is something you want to ask the Gearheads about?
Yeah, I have a question in mind. So, but this question is a really difficult question for me. So, okay, so I'm gonna ask it anyway. So, if you are the NFT players, so do you prefer to play on a separate server with the off-chain players, or you want to play in the same server with the off-chain players if you have a chance?
Aha. So the question for those of you tuning in is, if you are playing the game and they have a free to play version and they have a pay to play version, would you prefer, if you're a NFT gamer that has purchased the game, to play against those who are playing the free version, or do you think that it should be separate? Am I getting the question right, Wong?
Yeah, correct.
All right. So there's a little bit of delay on the YouTube, so we're gonna just give them a little bit of time to answer that question. That's a really good question, and I understand. Uh, Me personally, while maybe they're waiting for that, me personally, I think that uh, to play against other, ranked gamers, I feel like NFT players should probably, blockchain players should probably play against other blockchain players, because sometimes there's abusers, um, or maybe sometimes they wouldn't feel like it's fair. But at the same time, I see the other side of the coin, where if you're a free player and you're only playing against other free players, that maybe you might feel excluded. So I see where that's coming from. Let's see, take a look and see here. So it says same server, noob stomp. So so this is from Neil. He says Neil Hasic. It's in the and I will save this. I'm not gonna delete this YouTube live, so we can always go back, Irene. But he
Yeah.
says, but Wong, he says he wants it to be the same server because the people with NFTs are going to crush the noobs that don't have the NFTs. That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
That okay. I'll have to admit that might be interesting. Let's see. Someone says same server but different matchmaking. Oh, he says same server because if it no, same server because if it's separate, the matchmaking will take longer. That's valid. Um, let's see. Fong Tu says I agree with Jeff. Is okay. Yeah. All right. Pay to win. Okay. So there someone's asking like the Tan Arena. Someone's asking about the Tan Arena. You know that I think that if you've played
yeah,
that MOBA game, the Tan Arena.
yeah,
Um, by the way, funny factual trivia here. I actually worked with Riot Games, and I actually came up with the term MOBA, multi-online player battle arena. And it was funny
yeah,
because we were deciding what we were going to call the game, if what it was going to be, because at the time I was working behind the scenes on Defense of the Ancients. I was also working behind the scenes for Heroes of New Earth, which is another MOBA game that was really fun, and League of Legends. And this was a genre that really popped up because I was an old school Warcraft 3 player on Dota. I had the largest Dota league in the USA back in the day, and we couldn't figure out what to call these games. And we were thinking about an action RTS. That's what we were thinking about, ARTS. But then it didn't sound right. ARTS, arts, didn't sound right. So we ended up thinking about MOBA, multiplayer online ballerina. Anyway, a little trivia from back in the day. All right. Did that even help you, Wong? Did any of that help you with some of these answers coming in?
yes, I think that helped me a lot. Yeah,
Cool.
I still think about that.
Okay. Well, I'm glad they were able to help you. For those of you who are new to me, my name's Jeff J. Hunter, and I'm part of the crypto gaming team. And you guys will learn a bit more about that. Right now, all you can do is join the Discord, but it's going to be really fun. We have 3 different levels of crypto gaming team members. We have our scholars, the people that, then we have our crypto gaming team investors, which is crazy people like me who hire scholars to do gaming. And then we have the crypto slumlords, where we invest in the metaverse, and that's another fun thing to do. But you guys will learn more about that. But I wanted you guys to make sure that you sign up and head over to MetaGear.game. Make sure you check out the marketplace. Take a look. As always, do your own research. DYOR, do your own research. If you don't know that, you need to. Everything here on this show, this is just one of many coming up here on YouTube with the incredible MetaGear team. I plan to be helping you guys as an advisor consultant for years to come. I'm excited to see where this goes, and all the rest of you guys at the team. Closing thoughts, Irene. Do you want to do the giveaway now, or do you want to do it afterwards? How do you want it to work?
Well, I will collect the winners and then I will announce on our Telegram group. So be sure to follow us and I will announce on there.
All right, guys. So go on over to MetaGear.game and you'll see a link on there to join in on the Telegram. You can also join their Discord. I'm assuming the Discord channel is also going to have an announcement with who the winners are. And make sure that you guys follow Irene and Hoang over there at the MetaGear team. They've been so helpful, and this is a real team, guys. They made a graphic for this. They made a link for this. They announced it to all you guys. Juan gave us a tour of the office. I mean, this is what I like to call the anti-FUD call. Right? This is the anti-FUD call. This is for those of you who ever have fear and uncertainty and doubt about the future of crypto games and blockchains. I want to tell you that crypto games, NFT games, is the future. I'm going to be releasing a simple guide breaking it down. It's called the Zero to Hero Crypto Guide. If you guys want to join the Discord channel, I might even give away some of it for free so you guys can learn about the future of NFT gaming and how MetaGear is part of the future of the meta gaming in general. So, for those of you who join me, thank you so much. Make sure to hit that follow button, hit that little subscribe button, hit that little notification button. So whenever we have other amazing game developers on, just like these guys from One Launch and One Soft and One Pad, that you guys can join in and have some of the fun and join in on more contests to earn and play in the new future of play to earn gaming. Again, thanks again, Irene and Hoang. Thanks for joining me today. And until next time, guys. See you then.
Thanks, Jeff.
Bye, everyone.
Hello, xin chào cả nhà.